This is the study guide for geometry for sections 1.1 to 1.3. Number 1, you're finding the length of segment AC, and here we can see that A is at -8 and C is at 5, so you use the ruler postulate. So we take the absolute value of -8 minus 5, which is the absolute value of -13, which is +13. So AC is 13. Number 2 is a segment addition postulate. EF is 6, and then it tells me the EG, which is the entire segment, is 21, and they want me to find the distance of FG. So you just subtract, and the difference would be 15. So FG is 15. Number 3 asks if M, N, and O are collinear, and that just means on the same line. We can see here how M, N, and O are definitely all on the same line, so the answer to that first question is yes, they are collinear. Then it says, if so, name the line that they're on. Remember, when we're naming lines, you're going to use 2 of the points on the line, any 2 in any order. So I'm just going to use the first 2 from left to right. So the line MN is one correct answer for the name of the line. Number 4 is the angle addition postulate. Here they tell me the angle EOF, that's this top angle here, is 26. And then angle FOG, which is the bottom angle here, is 38. They're asking you to find the measure of angle EOG, which is the entire angle. Again, that's the angle addition postulate. Just the 2 pieces added up, 26 plus 38 is 64. So the measure of angle EOG is 64 degrees. Number 5, we talked about this one in class, and so I did adjust it for the test, but FBG is the first angle we're looking at here. So look at where FBG is. That's this acute angle right here. And I can see that it starts at 90 and ends, and honestly, like we talked about in class, it doesn't matter if you use 125, which would be the top, or 55, which would be the bottom, because it's kind of like the ruler postulate. You're just going to subtract them. I'm just going to go ahead and use the 55. But you get 35. Right, so that is the measure of angle FBG. So that would make it an acute angle for sure. That's less than 90. And we can look at the picture and tell that this is an acute angle. Now for the second angle, look at where ABC is. ABC, that's A, B, C. That's a straight line, and therefore would make that a straight angle. So ABC is 180 degrees, and that would be a straight angle. Reading a protractor for number 5. Number 6, 7, 8, and 9. I'm not going to go over those in this review because I've already posted those videos. Please go look on Google Classroom in the material. There are the YouTube videos of the constructions for number 6, 7, 8, and 9. Number 10 is the midpoint formula. The midpoint formula for number 10 is x1 plus x2 over 2 and y1 plus y2 over 2. And we can see here our points are 6, 4, 2, and 8. So here we can see that the x-coordinates are 6 and 2. So you're going to do 6 plus 2 divided by 2 for my x-coordinate. And my y-coordinates are 4 and 8. So 4 plus 8 divided by 2, which would make the midpoint 8 over 2 and 12 over 2, or to be completely simplified, that would be 4 and 6. So 4 and 6 is the midpoint of the segment HK. For number 11, I'm going to do this one in different colors so we don't get confused. Number 11 is the distance formula. So number 11 I'm going to do down here. The distance formula is that lovely square root thing that I lamented over earlier. Remember how we just talked about it? It's really the Pythagorean theorem and the ruler postulate. And that's how I like to think about it. That's how my brain does it. Okay. So kind of like last time, I need to use the x's and the y's. Now be careful. Make sure we talked about you're using your calculator correctly if you're choosing to use it to help you with your calculations. So the x-coordinates here are this 8 and 3. So I'm going to do the square root of 8 minus 3 squared plus, and my y-coordinates I can see are 2 and this 8. So 2 minus 8 squared. Now at this point we talked about, if you feel comfortable enough with your calculating device, you're more than welcome to. I do not feel comfortable doing that because I have a tendency to mess things up. So I'm going to go ahead and work this one on out in pieces. 8 minus 3 is 5 squared, and 2 minus 8 is negative 6 squared. So that's going to be the square root of 25 plus 36, which is the square root of 61. They specifically asked me in this problem to round to the nearest tenth, so I do need to find the decimal approximation using the converter on my calculator. And when you do that, you get it as approximately 7.8.